The first person knighted is my great-grandpa, William K. Harris. I don't have a lot of pictures because most of his photos he was sending to his father while he was in Japan, and his father never received them. One of my great-grandfather's greatest childhood memories was maybe not the most pleasant, but a great life lesson. He overheard a man saying something inappropriate and repeated it to his friend. He went home and his father said, "Don't repeat things if you don't know what it means." Then he got a whooping and he never repeated anything he didn't know again. My great-grandpa went to Woodard High School in Toledo, Ohio. Some of his classes were hard and some were easy. In his 9th grade year, he took cabinet making on the side and an extra class in gym. He played football, basketball, and track. A difference from today is that if a ref or coach saw anyone fighting or arguing, you weren't allowed to play for the next couple of games. It all depended on what you did or how serious it was. He studied all the basic subjects just as us 9th graders take now, except he didn't study a language. His favorite subject was history because his grandpa and grandma always told him stories about it, so he just wanted to learn more. When he was in 9th grade, they were learning about Columbus discovering America and also World War I. Most of his writing experiences was when he was in the military, writing to his family, telling them about his experiences overseas. He went to college for a couple of months, but then he was chosen to go into the military, but he took some college courses. The second person I did is my great-grandmother, Mariko Harris. She was born and raised in Japan and had a strict childhood. Right after school, she had to come straight home and study, which is different from now because after school sometimes we go to our friend's house or hang out somewhere outside. But she wasn't allowed doing any of that. On her free time, she would sew. She was inspired to sew because she always watched her mother sew a dress or skirt for her and her sisters. Then, when she was 10 years old in 1937, her mother taught her how to sew. Later on in Tosaka High School in Japan, she took a design class and went to a design-making college. She was even in the newspaper a couple times with a group of girls because they designed a fashion shoot. She said that school wasn't very hard because she studied non-stop and mostly received 95 to 100%. She didn't have a lot of friends from school, but she had 2 or 3. She took all the basic classes we take now as 9th graders, except she took MANA. It's where you learn manners, how to set up tables, and how to greet people in the right way. Also, something different was that in Japan, before they started class, they had to clean their classroom if it was dirty. My grandma never really understood why. In Japan, my grandma never took English class or any grammar class at her school because they did everything in Japanese. That is why she still has a strong accent, even though she's been here for 61 years.
私の子供の頃の話を聞いてくださってありがとうございました。
What does that mean?
Thank you for listening to my childhood story.